India has a rich tradition of storytelling. Texts like the Panchtantra and Jataka are a rich storehouse of tales which have been enjoyed by several generations of readers and listeners. These stories, full of humor and morals, are the ideal means to introduce the right values to young people. Though these tales have been gathered from all over the world, while retelling Sudhamurti have set them all in India so that the Indian child can relate to them. The people have Indian names and they live in ancient Indian kingdom. Sudhamurti rewritten many stories which first heard as a child. Some others were told to us by people from other countries and some she has created herself. Finally, I hope my readers, the children, will enjoy and remember the stories of Sudhamurti. Today, I am going to retell the story The Magic Drum by Sudhamurti. Let's enjoy the story. The Magic Drum. Ramachandra and Rama were an old couple. They had worked very hard and saved every paisa they possibly could to make their dreams come true. They wanted to visit Kashi and offer puja to Lord Vishwanath. They saved for many years and one day were delighted to find they had enough money for their pilgrimage. They set out on the long and dangerous journey. They had been warned that there would be many thieves on the way and hence were quite careful with their belongings, especially their small pouch. They had put all their money in it. On the way to Kashi, they passed Suvira, a small village. They had heard that it was a good place to stay that night. So the old couple decided to stop and spend the night in one of the dormitories there. Kamesh, the owner of the dormitory, told the couple to leave their belongings with him and freshen up for dinner. But the two refused to do so. Rama sat holding the bag containing their money while Ramachandra went to take a bath. After he finished, he sat holding the bag and Rama went to wash up. Then they had dinner, chatted with Kamesh for some time, and went into their room. They decided to use the pouch as a pillow, and Ramachandra slept with it under his head. The first thing they did when they woke up the next morning was check for their money bag. To their horror, they discovered it was missing. While they were sleeping, the lodge owner Kamesh and his wife had entered the room and removed the bag from under the old man's head. The two cried in despair. Now they would not be able to complete their pilgrimage. Then they went to Kamesh to explain. But Kamesh coolly replied, I don't know anything about your bag. You are old and must have dropped it somewhere. This is an honest person's lodge. After some more argument, the elderly couple walked out clutching their small bag of clothes and some food. As they walked through the village, they told many people their story. Teacher, sitting and teaching his students under a tree, heard them and decided they should be given justice. He told them to go to the city where Krishna Kant, the king's counselor, lived. He was famous for his sense of fairness. Krishna Khan heard their story and said, I have a drum in my house. If you tell the truth in front of the drum, it starts beating by itself. You come to my house tomorrow by morning and carry the drum to the court. On your way, tell the drum your story. I will send word to Kamesh to come and carry the drum back in the afternoon. I will see how the drum behaves and be ready with the verdict in the evening. The next morning, Rama and Ramachandra started walking with the magic drum to the court. It was very heavy. The court was at a distance, and the two were soon tired. They saw a big banyan tree and decided to rest in its shade. They put the drum down and sat on the tree. Rama said, we will never get justice in a strange kingdom. Let us go back home. Ramachandra replied, I was so careful with the money, yet we lost it. Maybe the Lord does not wish us to visit him. As soon as he said these words, the sound of beating came from the drum. The old couple was very happy. We may have no witness, but God knows we are speaking the truth. Then they stood up and after drinking some water from a nearby stream, they picked up the drum. To their surprise, they found it had become much lighter. God must have heard us, they told each other happily. That is why He has made our load lighter. In the afternoon, now it was the turn of the Kamish and his wife to carry the drum back from the court. They too found it was very heavy and decided to sit under the big tree to rest. As soon as they sat down, the wife started blaming her husband. Why did you have to steal the money? Now see what a mess we are in. Kamish replied angrily, you are a good one to blame me. Who unlocked the door and showed me where the pouch was kept? Anyway, do you really believe this is a magical drum? I think it is all a lie. Now Krishnakant himself opened the top of the drum and jumped out. I am the witness. I have heard every word you said and also what Rama and Ramachandra said. You will return the stolen money and also pay 3 times more as penalty. Rama and Ramachandra were delighted when they heard the verdict. They went on to complete their pilgrimage in comfort, all the while blessing Krishnakant and his magic drum. Hope you really liked the story. Have a good day.